People would intentionally take your phone just to find something. When they find what they are looking for,
then they get angry.
But isn't that what you were searching for in the first place? So if you have found it, be thankful to God that you found what you were searching for. But they are eager to see, and when they don't see it too,
they're trying to make something out of what they see.
Exactly. When they don't see what they are looking for, there's a problem altogether. This is both genders.
Hi guys, we're back again.
Hey, what's up guys? Hey,
I'm not doubting that is so good. I'm also sharing.
You know, you should not trust human being 100%, but there are certain things that you can trust some people upon.
Like what are you both bestifying? You cannot bestify with me.
No guy wants to flop when they are with someone they are interested in.
The friends are not going to advise you. I should go back and play with the game. So Charlie, if you don't get anything now, we finish, we go cross.
But like then subscribe.
Yeah.
Yo, fellas, Charlie. This is with the vibe. And we are still here to give you the best. And don't forget, these are our opinions. And I like the interaction. Like currently, people they share their opinions on YouTube. The last video we posted on this one.
Look at you, eh?
The one Gabby and I.
Yeah, okay.
Like the messages they keep on coming. So guys, we really appreciate it. And don't forget to share the links to your friends as well. So also follow, subscribe. You know, we are active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah. So guys, we are very, very appreciative and continue to follow with us. And today we are here to, have another simple conversation. And it's still a relationship
discussion.
Baba, that's it.
Thank you for the word so sweet.
And basically, it's about personal boundaries in relationships. So do you think it is important to have personal boundaries in your relationship, and do they make the relationship more vibrant and, how do I put it, long lasting? What do you think? Okay. Because you, like amongst us all, you date plenty.
May thunder fall on you. Stupidity fall on you. Idiocy fall on you.
I lose count small time. The only way you get plenty, relationship track. So, what do you think of this? Why?
Yeah, so what your camera said, boundaries in relationships.
I mean, talk like the way you talk like the show.
So boundaries in relationships. Now, I'm not coming to talk like a therapist or anything. So they are going to show my hands, make that for you. Yeah, I'm a normal person. But like boundaries in relationships, for me personally, sometimes I feel there are areas where you need to place boundaries, and there are areas where you don't need to place boundaries.
We know.
But you see, Obiani, you can't trust everyone. Understand? What I would put a boundary on is not what someone would put a boundary on.
Okay.
You understand? What I'm trying to keep private.
But in the first place, are boundaries necessary?
For me,
because this is someone you technically want.
You are saying you are trying to live the rest of your life
with. So what is there that maybe there is a person coming to talk to you, and the person like, can a wife excuse us, or can a girlfriend excuse us?
So that's that. I'm coming there.
Come there.
So no homo. Say no homo.
No homo.
Hey, what kind of world is this?
So with boundaries in your relationship, like you said, if it's work related, and someone comes to you, like your wife has to excuse you, unless you are both in the same field of work. And even if it's a client and the client wants to speak with you alone, your wife has to respect that decision. Understand?
Yeah, I get you.
But boundaries to which I feel said are not supposed to be created in a relationship are that of going through my. I mean, it's if your wife is going through your phone, obviously she doesn't trust you. If your partner is going through your phone,
it has got nothing to do with trust.
No, come on. Let's keep it real.
I feel
that's the thing. Let's keep it real.
I feel from the onset.
And when I say someone is going through your phone, it's not like they're looking for
evidences or what.
It's not like they're looking for games to play or anything like that.
No,
most of the time when your partner is going through your phone, as in going through your phone, it's because they're looking for. It's because there's this misunderstanding or this little bit of mistrust.
Oh, really?
That is causing them to do what?
No, but does it always have to be? See, that's what I'm saying. I don't doubt you when you say that, because there are a couple of people who do that because they want to find things to hold on you. But there are some people who also want transparency. Not everyone will pick out a fight. Like I said, in our previous, Gabby and I were talking about communication. Sometimes you might forget to talk to me about something. Maybe I'll just be going through your phone and I'll see a picture of you with someone. It probably was just a colleague or something. And I ask, oh, it wasn't my intention to go and bump into that. But oh, babe, who is this? Oh, okay. But like I said.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't need boundaries in your relationship. If your wife takes your phone, obviously maybe you gave it to them.
Yeah, definitely.
She was doing something with your phone and she decided to go to your gallery. Where you are their partner. So obviously they like to see how well you're enjoying outside.
Exactly.
Home and all of those type of stuff. So if they are to come across a picture or something like that, and you start acting, that's what I'm saying. Say sometimes when you create boundaries, it makes everything look sus. Because if your partner sees a picture of you with someone, a lady or something like that, and then you just take the phone, it's like it's nothing. You've created an impression of doubt. Because what do you mean by it's nothing? You're in a picture with someone. I'm asking you, sometimes you can lie.
Yeah,
that's if you know say the person, and even when you're lying means you know you are doing something wrong.
Exactly.
But even if your head, even if to you know say you don't have that kind of mentality, but you know your partner is going to have that kind of mentality when you tell them that this is the person I was with. Yeah, sometimes you lie to be able to escape that kind of drama. You understand? Yeah. So boundaries on itself in a relationship is not something you should be creating in a relationship, because it starts to bring doubt. If you start creating boundaries on some things, it's not like that's you, unless you know, say you have gotten married to someone who's troublesome. They're always looking for trouble. They're always looking for a trouble. That's when you in relationships like that. That's what we call toxic relationships. Because you're in a relationship and it's like anything that comes in contact with your partner, it has to generate violence. It has to put the relationship in jeopardy. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So in a relationship, I don't feel say there should be any kind of boundaries. If my phone is there, if you say you want to take my phone, you want to play a game, fine. But as soon as it starts to look like you are trying to investigate, you understand? You're running an investigation. Then it starts with like, oh, so we know now you don't trust me. I mean, yes, in our current world, no, there are lots of trust is something that you are supposed to earn. You understand? Yeah. But at the same time, it's difficult to earn someone's trust because they play them plenty. Oh yeah. You understand? There are lots of actors in town right now, and it's not like they're doing it to get paid, but they are doing it for a living. You understand? Yeah. So if you are that type of person who easily gives out their trust, you can easily be used. Yeah, true. But that doesn't mean say you should have that like you should make it so obvious say you don't trust me, then for me to start putting boundaries on our relationship. You understand? So that's my take on boundaries. Boundaries are not needed in relationships unless you know that the person you're married to know they are troublesome.
Well, what I would share on this topic is genuinely there shouldn't be boundaries when you're in a relationship, but I think these boundaries generate out of reactions when people find out some things. From the onset, I don't put boundaries on my stuff. If you're in a relationship with me, you have access to my phone. Unless you have forgotten my password, and if I tell you 2 or 3 times, I'm not going to tell you anymore. It means it doesn't matter to you. But you have access to my phone. The only problem with me is when you start making things look weird. I tell you things, like you find things,
you still try to make things out of what I'm telling you.
Exactly. Who is this? I'm telling you who is this. And you're like, but in this position, but in this. Then
as I was trying to talk about this,
exactly. Then you start being picky and being. That is when I would have a problem, because when you see something normal, you're gonna make an issue out of it. And to avoid that whole scenario, I would just rather.
I'll just lie to you. I'll tell you, what have a phone even.
But basically, exactly. But basically, I don't put passwords on my phone. Unless of course, for the purpose of security. You don't know where your phone might be, and people would go through it. But aside that, like I said, boundaries generate. Some people come across different people, and their relationship experiences make them have so much doubt about people. So I feel people put boundaries to avoid unnecessary arguments.
Silly boy.
Meanwhile, those boundaries rather generate more arguments.
It's just something our people coming out of previous relationships.
Yeah.
And I'd like for us to talk about that on a different episode.
Okay. So
you people should be waiting for that episode
exactly.
to come on, right?
Exactly. So like I was saying from the onset, boundaries from the onset, like there's supposed to be transparency. If you see something and you don't understand, confront me. Ask me instantly.
What's up?
Who is this?
And don't come out all crazy.
You get it?
It a kill vibe.
Then
it makes me hide the truth from you.
Yeah, immediately you see something, you start acting up like you're under a spell or some kind of demonic attack. Matured people don't solve issues like that. When you see something, even if a notification pops up from someone and ask, who is this? Definitely you get pissed because of how the message came and probably what name came with it or what the content of the message was. It is very okay to be upset but you don't make it look crazy. Don't go crazy. Exactly. I wish we had ladies there to also share their opinions, but
we will still.
We are working on that. But like I was saying, boundaries sometimes are good. But from the onset, that is not how it's supposed to be. Because there is someone that's trying boundaries with people who are not really close to you like that. Yeah, but so if you are in a relationship, but if you're in a relationship with someone, that's what I said. There are times where you set boundaries because the boundaries will help you. There are people who misunderstand everything.
Like I said,
insecurity. People would intentionally take your phone just to find something. When they find what they are looking for, then they get angry. But isn't that what you were searching for in the first place? So if you have found it, be thankful to God that you found what you were searching for. But they are eager to see, and when they don't see it too,
they're trying to make something out of what they see.
Exactly. When they don't see what they're looking for, there's a problem altogether. This is both genders. People would intentionally take your phone just to find something. When they find what they're looking for, then they get angry. But isn't that what you were searching for in the first place? So if you have found it, be thankful to God that you found what you were searching for. But they are eager to see, and when they don't see it too,
they're trying to make something out of what they see.
Exactly. When they don't see what they're looking for, there's a problem altogether. This is both genders, both male and female, because I have had female friends who tell me the kind of guys they date. Like, do you still have guys like that? They are so insecure. They will take your phone, go through every single message with whoever you're chatting with.
If I see that, that's what I'm doing. I'll spoil a relationship for you.
Straight up.
I'll send them nasty things. You don't know.
We know.
Things like that will force people
to leave you.
To stay out with me.
They will not create values with you. They start
I don't entertain those energies because I'm really craving peace of mind. So if those petty things are gonna be what are gonna make us fight or but still you should also respect the relationship you find yourself in, so that at least for sure, if you are keeping boundaries with your spouse, keep boundaries with people outside the relationship.
Exactly. Don't just create boundaries for her.
Exactly. Don't just create or fit away. But just So, like I was saying, why am I then you set boundaries at home. Meanwhile, your female friends, there are no boundaries between your female friends.
They are touching you, sweet for you.
So, like, whenever they're setting boundaries, because if your boundaries at home are supposed to bring peace, then make sure there are people who are not causing disaster.
Very good.
You get it? Because at 9, 10, 11,
there
are trouble. It's true. Bestie. Charlie, like, it is very important. Boundaries are about set them and make sure you don't prioritize people you're not dating over the people you are in a relationship with. You get it? So that is my opinion. That is my take. So I don't know if you have any other thing.
That's it. Like you said, when you're creating boundaries, don't just, if you know you're someone that likes to create boundaries in a relationship, make sure that's the boundaries. Does it only have to do with gadgets, or it also has to do with people? Boundaries? Like when you create boundaries, it's your life. Mm-hmm. So you know where you want to create the boundaries. Mm-hmm. If you don't like it when your partner talks about some kind, maybe your friends in some kind of ways. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Then you create boundaries for her there. Mm-hmm. These are my friends. You can talk to them. You can talk about them in but don't insult them. That's a boundary you've created. Okay. You understand? So yeah, there are people. Okay, when you come, don't touch my this, don't touch my that. Do you think? Please don't take my phone.
But if usually it's centered on phone, like it is centered on gadgets.
That's the thing. When usually when you see there are people who most of the times, males especially, who most of the times use their personal phones, their cell phones, as their business phones. So sometimes if it's even a work with a client, the client is going to bring in big money, and then you misunderstand the context of the text.
No, but the context of a business session is clear enough.
Listen. Look at, I read some chats online recently about a lady who was texting her boss, and then she couldn't come to work because she was pregnant. She just found out she was pregnant. And then when she sent the text, instead of sending the whole thing in a paragraph, she sent just a text. I'm pregnant to her boss. And then it was the one who saw the text initially before the whole day in the house started. Before the time she wrote to the boss, she just found out she's pregnant, so her boyfriend blah 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 blah. She's not sure. So you see what I'm talking about?
I get you.
If you are if that's why most people, because some people don't really know how to use most of these gadget things. So sometimes you can even get an anonymous call, and it won't be something that's supposed to come from that person. Maybe the person was trying to get in touch with someone else. They got in touch with your husband, and then there are people when they call, they don't chillax, don't want, and they start firing. So if you are the type of person that won't need about, you are like, you're not that type of person who is patient enough, and then something like this comes up. That's why most people don't like it when people touch their phones. Some days because they are cheating, I'm like,
oh yeah.
Some days because they are eating other people behind your back, so you don't want to touch their phones to find out anything. Others too, you don't want you mixing up business
with emotions and relationships. Okay.
That's
so guys, we've spoken a lot, and I think this is detailed. I don't know, but I feel
if you feel it's not detailed enough, you can people can't work out. You don't want to page and you don't want to do it.
Guys, don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe, and share the link with friends. We're still vibing and getting, keep it locked.